Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. Just let me know. Is it visible to you or not?
Yes, sir. It was
Is visible now? Okay, fine. So in last class we have studied about the SQL, where basic things related to the SQL we have covered. Now in today's class we are going to start with the PLSQL. Okay, we will see the basics things: introduction, structure, data types, variables. These basic things we will see today in SQL, and what is PLSQL and what is PLSQL we will see. Okay, okay. I'm fastly covering it, and then I will also demonstrate so that for the remaining time, because we have already 10 minutes late. Okay,
yes, sir.
so as you know, introduction, PLSQL just stands for the procedural language. It is just the extension of SQL. So whatever we are done with, we have done with the SQL. So all these things we are also able to do in PLSQL. So PLSQL basically provide the things that we have seen in the SQL and some additional things. Okay, so the additional things basically include the some procedural language elements like conditions, loops, and declaration of constant variables, all the functions, procedures, triggers, cursors. All these additional things are supported by the PSQL. Apart from that, we are also able to use the exceptional handling in the PLSQL. Okay, and the version 8 of the Oracle database also included the feature associated with the object orientation. Okay, so these things are basically provided by the PLSQL over the SQL. Okay, in the with the PLSQL you can use SQL statement to manipulate the Oracle data and flow of control statement to process the data. Okay, PLSQL is basically combination of data manipulation power of SQL. It means and then you can use procedural languages basically, है ना? So it also provide more security, है ना? It is similar to the SQL. It is not a case sensitive. So here you are also free to write everything in small or capital letter. Okay, there are different things that whenever you are writing a code in the SQL, like delimiter, identifiers, literal, comments. So all these things we will see what is it. So first of all, we want to see how we have to write the PSQL code whenever you are writing. Okay, so there are a different section in the code, like header section, declaration section, executable section, and exception section. Header section basically in order to define the basic things that you can define, like name, whatever the name, block name that you want to use. So we will see the example later, right? So things you can directly specify. Declaration section, you can declare the things related to the variable, constant, cursor, all these things. Okay, and the begin and end, this is the most important section where you have to specify the statement that you want to actually execute. Okay, exception handling, whenever some error may occur during the execution of the statement, so you need to also specify exception handling code that you can specify in the exception block. Okay, so different blocks you can utilize. This is a simple example or code how to display hello world in, like in some other programming language you have done same, how you can do in PLSQL. So PLSQL, as you want to display some things on the screen as output screen, so you can directly write this as an executable statement in the begin or end. Okay, whenever you want to print something on the screen, output you want to show, then you can use dbms underscore output dot put line. Okay, so here you can specify whatever you want to specify. Either directly you can specify string, so whatever the string you are specifying inside it, that will directly printed as on the screen. Okay, here you have directly printed the text that inside the bracket by specifying inside the bracket. You can also display the variable value by declaring the variable in the declaration section. This is just example how we have to write the variable. What is variable, rest we will see later. Like here message, it is in a variable. Okay, this is a type of the variable, and whatever the value that you want to store in the variable, that we have just placed here hello. So hello will be stored in this message variable, and then we are directly displaying this message variable here inside this line. Okay, so this line, both the code will provide the same output. Okay, hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so some important feature of the PLSQL program: the executable portion of the PLSQL code block start with the keyword begin, and it is terminated with the keyword end. Okay, PLSQL code blocks are comprised of statement. Each statement end with the semicolon. Listen, in the SQL statements, whenever we are writing SQL query, semicolon is not mandatory, but whenever you are writing statement in the PLSQL, you have to terminate it with the semicolon. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
You can put like PLSQL code blocks are followed by the slash. You can put it. Sometimes you can also ignore. There will maybe no problem while ignoring it. Okay. So you can put it slash in the first position of the following line, cause the code block statement to be executed. Just है ना? Okay. So you can see the example of that. Just declare number, text, text2. These are the three variable that we have declared inside it. Here it is a type of the variable. So it depends on the data type, which type of variable you can declare inside the PLSQL. So different data types are there, like number, integer, character, varchar to date, etc. That you can utilize to declare a variable. Okay, this is an example to declare local variable with varchar to data type. Okay, now here inside you can earn $600 per year listening to the music you love. बंद कर दो यार इसको.
Sorry, sir. Oh.
कोई बात नहीं. Okay, so here you can put slash symbol to make it executable. Okay, so here we have written the SQL query inside the begin and end, like select number of characters. So whatever the string that we have put it here, select number of employees. So this is just a text, and some vertical slash, just double slash is used to combine the concatenate the multiple string in the output. So here you can see till from starting from here to here, we are just processing like select number of employees. Select number of employees, this is just a text, and to char, so it will just provide you one value here. This function just provide you one value. So message will be displayed at the output like number of employees, this will be exactly displayed. And to count the ename, if there are three rows in the employee table along with the employee ename attributes, so three employee are there, we are assuming, then three value will be returned by this whole things, है ना? So whenever you are going, and then we are storing whole thing into the local variable. This is a one variable. Okay, so whole thing will be stored in this local variable as a message. Then whenever you are going to print this local variable, this local variable will print select number of employees. So number of employee will be displayed as it is, and three will be written by this function, so three will be displayed. Okay, you can write query as well as you can write simple message. So we will see another example later. Okay, first of all we have to see the data types, different types of data types you can use: character, numeric, boolean, date, exception you can use for exception. Okay, so different data type you can specify. Numeric data type can include two parameter: first parameter precision, second is scale. So in different way you can define the data type. Okay, in PLSQL, boolean is just used for true or false. Okay, like yes boolean, and so yes is just a variable name, and boolean is a data type, date e underscore day. So this is just a variable name and date there. For the exception you can specify exception as a data type. Okay, like constraint you can also specify along with the variable whenever you are using. So like you can see this two types of constraint you can specify: constant or not null. So whenever you have declared any variable, you want to make it constant, then you can specify constant keyword. Okay, and you want to make it as a not null, it means whenever you want to assign any value that it is mandated to provide any value. Okay, you cannot keep it as a null, so that you can specify by specifying not a null here. Is that okay? Okay, so how to write variable in PLSQL, yes, we have to see. So syntax is that variable name, first of all, you have to specify. Then you want to make it as a constant, then you can specify constant, and then data type, or you want to make it as a not null, then you can specify not null, and default or initial value. Two way to initialize a variable in the PLSQL, okay, by using default or by you directly specifying any value. Okay, so whenever you are writing a name of the variable, so you have to follow the some rules while declaring any variable. This is similar to the other programming language we have listened, I think, or studied another programming language. There is some naming rules for declaring a variable. So same kind of rules you have to follow while declaring a variable. So this is just example for initializing SQL variable, PLSQL variable using default or assignment operator. So whenever you are directly assign the value, then you can directly specify like 0 if we have specified to this counter variable. This counter variable, just we have declared binary integer. So it is a data type for that counter variable, binary integer, and then we have directly specified this count 0 value. Greetings. So greetings is another variable. It is of type varchar2, and we have specified default hello Java point, Java T point. So this is just a value, that default value is assigned to this greeting. Okay. You can also specify not null constraint to avoid null value. If you specify not null constraint, you must assign an initial value for that variable. Okay, so this is an example for variable assignment. Like here you can see A, B, C, F. So these are the 4 variables of type integer, 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 and real. 2 variable we have declared with we have initialized with 30 and 40 value. Okay, integers C and real F, we have not provided any value. Okay, so in that case, if you are going to print value C equals to A plus B, it means these 2 value will be added and the result will be stored in this C. Whenever you are going to print, then you can display this value of C. And this is just for concretion of the different statement. Whenever you are writing or printing a statement in C or C++ or Java, like you use a plus symbol or some different kind of value for specifying multiple value. Okay, so here we use 2 vertical line to display. Okay, so yes, value of C, so C variable will be printed here. Now here we are computing the value of F also, so we are directly displaying the value. Whenever you are executing this statement, then you will be getting this output, value of C 70 and F equals to this value. Okay, okay, this will be the output while executing of this code. Okay, okay. Okay, similarly, it's different type of variable you can declare according to the scope of the variable, like local variable, global variable. In other programming language you have seen. So here scope is defined by declaring the nesting of the blocks. Like inside the begin, we have another begin we have specified, you can see. And another declare we have specified inside the begin. So variable declare inside this begin, inside this declare block. This the scope of this variable will be inside this block. They cannot be utilized outside of it. Okay, so here you can see, if you have declared variable here, then they can be utilized inside this block as well as outside of this block. So scope of these variable will be global, and where the scope of these variable will be local. Okay, so here you can see, if you are going to print these variable like number 1, number type 95, and number 2, number type 85. So here they will be printed. These 2 values will be printed. Okay, so here you will get 95 output, here you will get 85. But whenever you are going to print here, so here number 1 is printing the local variable, and the preference to the local variable will be given whenever 2 variables are same name, one is global and another is local. Then whenever you are going to print it, then local preference to the local variable will be given. So here 195 will be printed, 185 will be printed. Okay, okay. Though you can print these number 1 and number 2 inside here, the global variable by different name, you can also print it. Okay, but here the scope of the local variable and global variable will be different. Okay, so I think you will be able to utilize the local variable, global variable here in the scope. Okay,
Yes.
okay. Now you can declare the constant as we have seen earlier. Constant as a constraint we have declared, so we can directly declare with the variable name and constant. Here you can specify the keyword and data type. Here you can specify value that you want to fix it up. So the use of constant is very much. So whenever you are writing large program, there are different times of same value is used. So whenever you want to change this value at a multiple places, then you can change by using the constant name. Like this is a one scenario. Here you can see, suppose you have to write a program which increase the salary of the employee up to 30%. You can declare a constant and use it throughout the program. Okay, next time you want to increase the salary by particular amount, then you can directly change this value. Then salary for every employee will be changed in the whole program. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So constant name. So here is a constant name. It's similar name, similar to the variable name type, and value it is a similar value as we assign to a variable. Okay. So this is an example for the constant like pi. It is a constant value we use generally. We have declared it with this value. Okay. Radius. So whenever you are going to compute radius number, dia number, and circumference number and area. So these different values we have declared, variables we have declared. Now whenever we are computing this radius, okay, so we have directly specify here like 9.5. okay, diameter you are going to compute the radius into 2, we have specified here. Okay, so diameter will be, you will be getting with this radius. Circumferences at 2 pi r, so pi value we are directly fetching from here. Okay, and radius, whatever the radius we have provided here value, that will be directly utilized here. Okay, so pi we are considering as a constant that will never be changed again. So you can directly utilize pi. If you want to change the value of the pi, then you have to only need to change here, and everywhere wherever you are using this pi will be reflected automatically. Okay, so for this example you will get this output for the execution statements that you can write here with the demos underscore output dot put lines. Okay. Okay. Similarly, in the PLSQL, literals are some values or some numeric things, some character things, or some string, some boolean things. Everything can be assumed as a literals in the PLSQL. Okay. Okay. So everything, every programming element will be considered as a literal. So different kind of literals are maybe there in the real SQL, like numeric literal, character literal, string, boolean, date, and time literal. Okay, so when you can see the example of the literal, numeric literal can be there, so in the number form, character literal with the single quote. Okay, string, multiple character simultaneously in single quote, boolean, true, false, null, etc. Date, time you can specify. So all these things will be considered as a literal. Okay. Okay. So whenever you are assigning a value to the variable, you can directly assign value to a variable with the stored value or from the stored table. Okay. So you can directly fetch the value from the database and then you can assign these value into the variable. So there are two ways to assign the value to a variable from the database, by using assignment operator, by using into. Okay, keyword. Okay, so into keyword just use select or fetch statement. When used in the select statement, it assigns the values in the select clause to a variable using the into keyword. Okay, so for that you can also declare a variable. You can also declare a variable with the name of, or with the according to the table column. Okay, sometimes we are unaware about the table column type or data type of the column or value of the column or name of the column. So according to that you can also declare the variable by just writing this syntax, that variable are called as aggregate variable. These variables are basically associated with the table data type. Okay, so you can see this example like variable name table dot column. So here automatically these variable type will be assigned from the column type automatically. Normally we have to declare a variable and you have to specify the data type, but this data type of the variable will be automatically fetched from the table. Okay, so this is just example like last name employee dot last underscore name. So this is a column name in the employee table. Okay, and whatever the type of this column, that will be directly assigned to this L name variable. Okay. Okay, so
Yes.
you can also declare the array of variables, like multiple variables you want to declare for fetching all the records from the table. Like you want to fetch a record, so record contain multiple columns. So how you can declare multiple variables? So instead of writing multiple variables separately, you can write a row type variables, or you can write a variable or array of variable by using this syntax: array name, whatever the name you want to specify, and the table, it may be a array name or cursor name. Cursor name we will see later whenever we are going to cover the cursor. Okay, cursor is a separate topic, we will see later. Okay, this is a cursor, means it is a pointer type है ना, whenever you are going to declare an array in the C or C++. So this is a similar way it is working as a cursor है ना. We will see more details about later. Okay, so array name, here we have to specify table, and then here you have to see that it is a row type. So it means it will fetch the type of all the columns automatically. Okay, for example, department pair. So this is this is fetching a data from the department table. So one row can be stored in this department variable. Right? Okay. So this is an example for this. Like here we have declared two variables, retirement underscore date. So it is of date type. Okay. Now here we have declared employee variable. It is a row type variable. It means it can fetch one row from the employee table. So you can fetch one row from the employee table, and then you can display. Again, you can fetch one row and you can display. So you can assign these values to this variable directly using into or assignment operator. Like here you can see, whenever you are using into, so you have to specify like select minimum date of birth. So we are fetching minimum of date of birth, and whatever the value fetched in this minimum date of birth, that will be stored in this employee variable dot tob. So it will just store the value, okay, for the date of birth. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so minimum date of birth will just provide you minimum value of the date of birth, and then it will be stored in this emp variable, and then we have associated the column, so it will be become as a column type of whatever the type of the date of birth है ना, because emp variable is a row type है ना, इसमें multiple type होंगे, but आपको specific type लेना है तो हमने column का name specify कर दिया. Is that okay ना? You can assign the value by using column, like retirement date, it is a type of date. Okay, so date value you have computed by using this add months. Add months क्या करता है? We have to fetch the date of birth of the employee, and then we have to add the months. So month will be added, like date of birth is like 10 for January है ना, और 1990. This is a date of birth है, suppose करो. Is that okay? You have specified here 12 into 65. 12 into 65. So these are the months basically. 12 into 65. These are the months will be added to this date. So 65 will be added. 65 years है ना? So 65 years will be added to this date. है ना? 65 retirement age होता है ना? So that's why we have specified here. So add month, basically add the month. So this will be the month where actually we are saying 65 years we are adding. 90 में 65 करोगे तो कितना हो जाएगा? 55 क्या हो जाएगा ना? 10th of January and 2055. Is that okay now? So this value will be stored in this retirement underscore date. This value. Is that okay? So whenever you are going to print, so this value will be printed. If this value is stored value or date of birth value, then according to that, this value will be displayed. Is that okay now? Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So now you can specify also comments in the PLSQL program by using dots, double dash, or multi-line comments you can specify by using single slash star, as in other programming language you have done, है ना. Python में जैसे हैश से लिखते हैं और कई अलग अलग प्रोग्रामिंग अलग लिखते हैं, तो यहाँ पर सिंगल डबल डैश लगा दो for a single line beginning line comment out for entire line, and then this is for multi-line. Okay. Block label or labels and go to keyword, though we have no we will see details in later, but you can also use, or you can also specify blocks in the PLSQL by specifying labels. So go to this is an example for specifying block or label, and go to Details later अपन we will see, है ना. Okay, when in the next class we will see the control statements, when we will see the go to more detail. But here you can utilize these statements like begin. Here you can specify the label, whatever the label you want to specify. Name you can give according to the identifier. Okay, so this is another label: top, middle, bottom, and end B label. So whatever the label we have specified, so this will be starting here. Now if you have written go to middle, so this line will directly reach at this point. Okay, in here we have written go to top, so after execution of this line we will directly reach to this line. So whatever the written here, it will be executed. Now directly we will reach go to bottom, so we are directly reaching here. So first you can see from here, first go to middle, so this middle statement will be executing first, then go to top, so top statement executed, so this will be the first output. Second, this will be the output. Third, you will get the execution of this line, and then finally the execution of this whole block will be completed. Is that okay na? तो ये तुमने C और C++ में if you have used go to statement, this will be similar way.
Yes,
Okay. Okay, so this is just the basic of the SQL, PL SQL. Okay, so next class we will see about the control statements. So few of these codes I am going to directly executing it on the live SQL. I think these codes will not be executed on the MySQL. Okay, so in order to execute them, you have to use live SQL. So you can demonstrate, you can see the demonstration of these code. Okay, so I'm showing to you. Okay, so I'm directly pasting here. You can see सबसे पहले अपना हेलो वर्ल्ड का था ना, तो हेलो वर्ल्ड के लिए आपको डिक्लेयर नहीं करना है, तो आप यहाँ से हटा सकते हो इसको. ओके, और ये सब हटा दो. ओके, ये एंड भी हटा दो. ठीक है, एक तो ये सिंपल डिस्प्ले करना है वैल्यू, तो डायरेक्टली आप लिख सकते हो यहाँ पे. ओके, सेमीकोलन लगा दो. इज दैट ओके?
yes, sir.
ओके, सो यू कैन डायरेक्टली एग्जीक्यूट इट. ओके, सो रन करो यहाँ से, तो आपको आउटपुट दिख रहा है नीचे. इज दैट ओके? Okay, so if you want to declare variable, then you can write this variable message. जैसे अपन ने लिखा था message, so whenever you are declaring variable, then you have to write here declare statement. Declare, ये statement आप small और capital letter दोनों में लिख सकते हो, उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, है ना. Okay, it is a case sensitive नहीं है, so that's why message. This is the name of the variable. Then type of the variable you can specify varchar to. Here you have to specify 30, so it means the size of the variable. Here you can specify the value to that variable, whatever value you want to specify. So you can write like here. Okay, so one line I am directly printing it, another line I am just copying and pasting through the variable I am going to print, है ना. ओके, इज दैट ओके? सही लिखा है, कोई गड़बड़ तो नहीं है? कॉलन, इज दैट ओके?
Yes,
है ना. और यहाँ पे क्या लेना होता है? सेमीकोलन. इज दैट ओके ना? वैल्यू एंड वेरिएबल एंड वैल्यू और मैसेज साइमल्टेनियसली, तो आप क्या कर सकते हो, जैसे ये मैंने लिखा, मेरे को हेलो तो यहाँ से लिख के आए, और यहाँ पे मेरा क्या दूं, जैसे यहाँ पे हेलो लिख दो, अभी मेरा क्या है, हेलो थापर में अभी हेलो थापर आ रहा है ना, ऐसे रन करोगे तो हेलो थापर लिख के आएगा अभी, है ना? इज दैट ओके? ये एक अपना एक साथ में ये जो वैल्यू लिख रहे हैं ना, ये साथ में ही हमको दिख जाए एक ही सिंगल स्टेटमेंट से, तो यू कैन राइट लाइक हेलो, है ना? और यहाँ पे रहता है अपना सिंगल फ्लैश, और यू कैन स्पेसिफाई योर वेरिएबल, ओके, यू कैन प्रिंट डायरेक्टली, दैट ओके ना? Okay, so different चीजें we will see later also. Okay, so this is we are seeing for the variable. Okay, now you can run for the global और local के लिए आप देख सकते हो, ये मैं डायरेक्ट कोड डाल दे रहा हूँ, so you can see, you can directly execute this code, है ना? और I am directly running it. अभी एरर दिखा रहा है, कहाँ पे एरर है? Actually we have copy and pasted ना, so some
एक्स्ट्रा लाइन्स आ रही हैं।
ये एक ग्लोबल वेरिएबल जैसे लिखा है, ये जरूरत नहीं है ना। और अभी तो बहुत सारे डॉट वॉट लगे हुए हैं यार इसमें।
कोई नहीं सर, खुद चला के देखते हैं।
हाँ चल जाएंगे, कोई दिक्कत नहीं आएगा वैसे, ठीक है, क्योंकि ये स्पेसेस जितने भी है ना एडिशनल, उन सबको एक सिंपल करेक्टर मान के चल रहा है ये, दैट्स व्हाई दिस एरर वी आर गेटिंग। ऐसे स्पेस दोगे तो अभी अब कुछ नहीं दिख रहा है ना, बट यहाँ पे पहले से जो स्पेस है ना, तो उससे आपको ये मिल रहा है, ठीक है ना?
यस सर।
ओके ना?
हम्म।
तो ये स्पेस बस हटाने और कुछ नहीं करना है आपको, बाकी डायरेक्टली कोड रन हो जाएगा आपका। तो एक ये मैं दिखा देता हूँ, बाकी के फिर नहीं रन करूंगा एक भी। ये स्पेस दिख रहे हैं यहाँ पे, डॉट डॉट आ रहे हैं, इसका मतलब ये स्पेस है एडिशनली। ठीक है, तो ये तो आज तो केवल अपन बेसिक इंट्रोडक्शन कवर किए हैं। नेक्स्ट टाइम से अपन ना इसका नेक्स्ट पूरी क्लास कंट्रोल स्टेटमेंट्स हैं। कंट्रोल स्टेटमेंट वही है सब सेम जो आपने पढ़े होंगे, जैसे इफ एल्स वगैरह है, लूप वगैरह, बस सिंटेक्स अपन को देखना है, नथिंग एल्स, है ना? तो ज्यादा अपन को देखने की जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि है लॉजिक तो सेम ही होगा जो आपने अदर प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज में यू हैव कवर, सो द लॉजिक इज सेम, जस्ट यू हैव टू सी हाउ वी हैव टू राइट, एक्चुअली हाउ वी हैव टू यूज दैम। Is that okay now? Rest of the things are same. So then we will see how we can fetch the data from the table, or how we can write data to the table. All these things we have to just see, है ना? And everything is same, similar to the other programming language. The कुछ अलग चीजें, टर्मिनोलॉजी अलग है, बाकी के सिर्फ सेम ही है, यहाँ पे ऐसा कोई अलग से कुछ है नहीं। Is that okay ना? So I think all of you are able to write the code in the PLSQL for your project, because it is mandatory to write or to use some PSQL elements in your project. Have you listened that?
क्या?
यस सर।
प्रोजेक्ट में आपको कुछ कोड जो करना है वो PLSQL का होना चाहिए, ज्यादा पार्ट डेटाबेस डिजाइनिंग का। ऐसा आपको मैंने मैसेज फॉरवर्ड किया था ग्रुप में, आई थिंक you have seen that message. Okay, so now this code is executing, है ना? So is that okay now? You can do it, है ना? Okay, so you can write this kind of code, okay, in the PLSQL for simple demonstration. Okay, so here if you have any query, then you can ask me any query. Okay,
यस सर।
बाकी के डिटेल में अपन नेक्स्ट टाइम पे देखेंगे, इसमें अलग अलग चीजें थोड़ी सी हैं। इस अभी तो अपन ने ये गो टू स्टेटमेंट थोड़ा सा ही पढ़ा है, अभी गो टू है, इफ एल्स यूज कैसे करते हैं इसमें। ओके, तो थोड़ा सा ये देख लेंगे, कंट्रोल स्टेटमेंट देख लेंगे, फिर अपन स्टार्ट करेंगे फंक्शन और प्रोसीजर, हाउ वी हैव टू राइट द फंक्शन एंड प्रोसीजर इन द, एंड व्हाट इज प्रोसीजर एंड फंक्शन इन PLSQL। डिफरेंस क्या होता है और कैसे लिखते हैं। तो ये दोनों चीजें देख के फिर कर्सर और फिगर जो आपके मेन सिलेबस में, सो वट एवर द मैसेज आई हैव फॉरवर्ड यू, सो वेयर इट इज मेंशन्ड दैट यू हैव टू यूटिलाइज द डिफरेंट थिंग्स ऑफ द एसक्यूएल, एक्सेप्शन हैंडलिंग का कोड कैसे लिखना होता है। इज दैट ओके ना? ओके
Yes, sir.
okay, so I think it is enough for today's class. Next class we will start from the control statements. Okay, okay, then thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.